Okay, so for divines, we pull divines on 2 times because we're nowhere near mercy, and otherwise it's a 6% chance to get a legendary versus a 12% chance. We're gonna hope for the 12%. All right, here we go. 12% chance. Didn't get it. That's fine. We always get an epic. So many good epics we can get. Who do we receive? We got... Wow, that is actually a stupendous pull. We have ourselves a second tank. And it is a newer tank. And it's a good tank. Because this is one of the undeniable tanks. So, what Rox is... This is great. We get to build Rox out now. Rox has a ability on his passive called Granite Ward. When receiving fatal damage, he gains invincibility for 6 seconds, cooldown 180. This eventually goes to a 2-minute cooldown that is on 10 seconds of invincibility, which is actually super, super strong. Damage scales off of defense, and he grants magic reduction, whatever. He's just a big old fucking tank, and his ult gives him an additional block, which is huge. So, Rox is really good. This is going to make progression a lot easier having a second tank that's like super, super potent. So that feels great. And now we're even more all in on the idea of Maul being our other person. So that's fantastic. We also have reached the spiritual age where we have more Lego dust. So that's great. I don't think I have... Calypso's at the point where she can use Lego dust. She can use Lego dust on her, which is going to give her more. Just reduce the cost of the skill thing. We're not going to actually use a crystal, which is this next one. Her evil power is almost maxed. That's really funny. The auto protection. But we're not going to use crystals on Calypso. It's not really worth it for her. But yeah, that's fucking great. So now we got Rox going. And we're just going to keep following up the storyline, because that's just the most important thing. But when we have extra energy, we're going to spend it on getting Rox to 50, and then everyone promoted to at least 4 out of 5. So clear gold rate in any difficulty. This is like just a waste of energy, but that's fine. We have a ton of energy, so let's do a couple gold raids, I guess. Kind of a big deal, boys. I'm in Silver 1 in Arena now. Look at that. We've gotten a bunch of Arena coins because of it. And we could spend said Arena coins on fun Arena things, which is really just going to be me buying some epic dust, because that's like the most important thing. I want to finish off my Theowen, which I actually have enough crystals to finish off, so he'll be done soon-ish, but I don't have enough dust to finish him. But either way, we finished that. Oh look, actually was Silver 1 Arena was next. Make a purchase in the shop. You absolute rat fuck. I just bought something. Alright, let's go get a little bit more. We'll just do one more fight, and then I can buy the next chunk of dust. Look at this person. They've got one Lego also, except they've got a Disomi, who's a chaotic healer. An extremely good chaotic healer that has a very large cleanse. I wish I had a Disomi. You've got a Calypso, which is great. God bless our Calypso. Looking back, our first legendary to have a low-cost, high DPS platform piercer is actually so blessed. Like, she's going to really pump our account, and has been, like, really being the anchor of our single target damage for a substantial chunk of time. So I'm really happy we got her. If we're looking at the full breadth of the, like, gallery of the low-cost range DPS, right? So it's going to be the Marksman, Hotsit, Silas, Sargak, Hex, Alora, Lucian, Yuri. Livian? Livian's, yeah, Livian kind of. Not Livian, what's your name? Thalen. All of those are probably better than Calypso. Like, she's probably the worst of them. Alora's like, this is a 50-50 if Alora's better or not. But, Lynx might be better or worse, I'm not sure. I haven't really messed with her too much. But, all of those are better. So she's probably like definitely the bottom 3 of them. But still just getting any of the 12 cost piercers, like any of the low cost marksmen, is super, super strong. So Very happy with that, just nonetheless. Perform 100 summons, nice. Clear stages and gear it through to obtain one piece of gear with attack as the primary. We could do that. We also have more gems now to try to get our maul. So we can pull more, hopefully see a purple. Well, our purple luck has been a little bit iffy on this banner. I mean, we've gotten some, just small does seem to be kind of eluding us at the moment. Anyway, gear stage 3. So we are at 7. Can we do 8? I wonder. Let's think. Could try this. I don't have 4 units that really could do it very strongly. Or Philippa's like beyond weak, I would describe her as. So we could, I might be able to do this a cheesy way with Idril. Maybe. Let me try to do it with Theowen on the left instead and put Nissandei in the middle. Because she might be able to handle... Oh, she can't reach. That's the whole thing, right? Fuck. God, my Philip is so shit. I could try Nissandei right there. It's just like really problematic how garbage she is. Sure wish I had a 4th person. Alright. Now, see, the problem is that she just attacks the wrong thing. Like, Nissandei can take care of her eventually. So it's kind of fine. Maybe we'll do you there, and then you there. Alright, let's try this. This should be okay. Our Philippa's doing legally something. She's just so shit. I don't have a 4th. Not having a 4th kind of sucks, but not the end of the world. I think we're actually okay with this arrangement. Like, the Nissandei can kind of hold down that side. There should be one more from each section, so we're okay here. Heat up. Can't cool down. Bump that. And then we'll ult there, and we're good. Alright, yeah, we got it. Nice, very clean. So there's that, and that's done. So we're going to set this up, and we're going to run a couple of these until we get an attack primary to progress the story. Attack percent primary. Also, of course, this is going to be an attack percent primary, which it could be. And it is. Okay, so that should be done then, right? 3-star attack percent primary. Mission complete. Well, there you go. Claim. Equip one here with 5 pieces of Lego gear. Yeah. Well, there's a bit of a problem with that. So what we need to do for that is we need to get weapon and armor, which is from gear raid 1. Which means we have to do gear raid 110. So here comes the problem. We don't have gear raid 110 currently covered. Trying to think who would be better. These people seem like the best right there. I might want to build out Nissandei slightly. Let's see real quick here. I don't have much for... What? I mean, she's literally got like a dick for gear. Alright, let's upgrade some gear and get some experience on my Nissandei. Because we're going to have to push for 10 on gear raid 1 to be able to start getting legendary pieces to drop to progress the story, but also just get our people better gear. We've finished upgrading my gear and progress on Nissandei, which got level 30 for the account, and apparently that unlocks faction trials. So faction trials we've talked about a little bit, but it's just the basically faction specific content. So like, for example, Trial of the Watchers. Kill it, no one dies, core's fine. I can only use people from the Watchers. So for me, it's going to be like, I've got basically nobody for faction, except when it becomes Piercer Day. But even with like barely any units for the first like 2 or 3, it's still like a piss walk. And because of that, you can actually get 9 stars kind of on each faction quite easily. And that lends itself to being a nice little chunk of free stuff we can get for the first couple at least. So even like Idril and Livian can pretty much just duo maybe like the first 2 or 3 stages, That's not bad. So faction trials are something we kind of just like chip away at as we get more units that are more beneficial for them. But overall, it's just not something we really focus on because it's just, kind content we can't really progress until we have a much more developed account. And the amount of attempts you have per day is you have 1 attempt at progression or 1 rerun. So I can keep pushing up technically all the way to 15 if I magically could. But I'm basically going to be stuck here doing just the first 2 until I can get much further past that. And even that is going to be, again, like, this might be probably the last one I could do. When I could duo it. You can see that she's still be able to one-shot stuff, but it starts to get just out of hand BP-wise, and my Idril is level 40 still, so it's just going to be... Alright, so you can even see for stage 3, it says I have to deploy 2 fighters. Well, I don't have 2 fighters, so it's like not even an option. You know, a lot of these are going to be really specific, and there's some notable ones in the factions that are like incredibly difficult to do without specific units. For example, the Northern Guard faction, it requires 3 mages. There are only 4 mages in the Northern Guard, full stop. So that already is like, means we basically can't do it until we have 3 out of 4 of those units. Or things like doing the Piercer one without certain fighters is incredibly difficult. And there's only 2 fighter Piercers. So it gets really, really niche as we begin to progress, you know. That's all she wrote for that. Because I don't have a 3rd fighter, I can't really get past that, and the BP chunks up so much, it's like, starts to get unmanageable. But I can get a decent amount of these as I progress through, because there's a lot of great stuff on this track. It just, I can't really go through it quite yet. More passives, though, for my little dragon. Get myself a little bit of extra attack. And then we unlock this now, the Hyperion passives. So every day we get, like, a very minuscule amount of resources. And as we progress our factions, we can put more points to it and just get more stats just across the board. So, nice little progression piece there. But we are off to gear raid 1, and I have to be able to do 10. I haven't even cleared 9, so this is going to be interesting. Do I feel comfy with this amount of people? I think I do. Let's give it a whirl and see what happens. Okay, we're going to wait for the people to come through. Then we're going to Blizzard once they reach the end here. We're waiting, we're waiting, we're waiting. There's the stack, and Blizzard, and Blade, and Assault. Churn, 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 churn. Churn them all up, churn them all up. Okay, and that was a clean clear, so can I do this again on the next stage? That's basically the question. I'm not dying, so that's great. But I have to be able to do that again. Can I do that again? I'm not sure. Just fucking no AoE damage at all. It's kind of atrocious, but here we are. This is looking pretty dire. I could freeze with the Blizzard there, but it's just... nothing's dying, dude. Nothing's dying, man. I have no AoE clear. This is abysmal. Yeah, I just like don't have the clear to get through this. I need an AoE mage, man. I need Maul. That's what I need. I just need Maul. Maul would be the key. Like, you got this huge fucking pile of just chunk I can't get through. Yeah, it's like not even close. Alright, cool. So without Maul, this might not be possible. With Maul, I think if I have Maul and I build him to 50 and yoke him out, it should be okay. Because he just has so much AoE. So we are stuck here until we get a big old AoE unit. And unfortunately, of these fusions, none of them are big old AoE units. Even like Nov is just... It's like not a really... He's not really AoE. It's just only when he kills stuff. It's like not really what we need. We need Maul. So, yeah, we're kind of in a bit of a pickle here. What if we just got Maul magically right now, you know? I'm close. I feel like I'm on the precipice of getting a Maul. Just need to hit Epic and then hit Maul, and we're there. That seems to be quite difficult. I haven't purchased the rare summons from the guild shop yet. So we could do that. Maybe they have what I desire. A Maul. No purple. Another Decimus and purple. No purple. A Jonas. Alright. Well, we do get the summon rewards for 4 extracts, so that's great. Decimus can't be awakened, which just means that I could sell the extra for more gems. Let's revisit the Spectral Rift, because this one right here had a treasure goblin that gives us a shard. So maybe we could use that shard to, you know, get what we need. Let's try putting in Decimus, Livian, and you. Let's see if we have enough damage now to just kind of power through this. We'll be walking out a second here, and there he goes. I think he's... Well, Decimus will kill him. And he ran right through Decimus. Okay. Okay, so I could redo that, and I just have to put an assault on the back, and then that's that. What a fucking meme. Do that again. He does come out that side at the same time. He can be CC'd, and he is gone. There we go. Alright, we got the goblin that time. Little Spectral Rift goblin meme. That should get us a summon crystal, which is nice. Doink. Let's see. I think it's at the end here. I click the chest. Yep. And boom. Extra shmoney. And now let's try to do this. If I could do this, I could also get ourselves an extra little nugget of summoning. Okay, there's the tank. That takes care of that. Now I want to wait over here to drop an assault with a second healer. That should take care of that. So I need 20 something for that. Boom. And boom. I'm not sure if this all can one-shot this guy. If I do a lot of damage. And then that takes care of those summoners. Facing Idril down. And then Theowen can go... What, here, I guess? I could probably pull Nissandei now. And then place... I can't place Decimus. I guess we're just waiting. She's sucking off Theowen, but that's fine. Oh, he's healing. I just realized he's healing by doing that. Okay. Makes it less fine. Not really a problem, though. Because my Calypso is so yoked that if she just walks in distance, we're Gucci. Calypso just hit a fucking 40k. Oh, God. Really funny. Yes, yes. Keep sucking him off. Idril's gonna ult and take care of some of that, at least. Idril's just gonna kill him. What the fuck? Alright, Idril did enough damage. That's funny. Good meme. Good meme. Good, sir. This should be the end right here. And there we go. Success. Alright, Spectral Rift is complete. The first one on normal. It's like weird kind of challengey stages, I guess, with the goblin mechanic and such, but all I really care about is we got a couple more fucking shards to pull. So there we go. Oh, another shard there. Nice, that's great. SR84. What the fuck is that even? I don't know, but we got 4 more shards to pull, so that's 4 more chances of getting Maul. I have to hit purple though, which is a whole other thing. Come on, purple. Come on, Maul. Oh, there we go. Please be Maul. Another siren. What the fuck? Okay. That's not what we... Oh, legendary. Oh, fuck. Oh, please be arrogance. Oh, God, I'll bust. Be arrogance. A Lynx. No more range units. What the shit? 12 cost range units. This account is a meme. Oh, we get 1 more. Maybe we'll get a Maul still. This is a fucking meme account. Okay. We've got a new project now. So that's something. This all I know. All I fucking know is range units. This is just... It's everywhere. Okay, so Lynx is another 12 cost range unit. 3x4. Like Calypso. AoE single target. Okay. Chance to freeze and do that sort of stuff every 12 attacks. It'll instead do a burst of damage to 3 enemies, so that's something nice. and her ult does 400% to 8. So that's a big AoE chunk. Now, if they're frozen, they take more damage. It also creates a slow during it. Is this enough to get us through? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it is or it isn't. It's going to be semi-questionable. Let's awaken our extra Siren, because there's no reason not to. Thank you. So we're going to now spend some time in our materials gearing out our Lynx, because we now have a Lynx. I also have to redo my insignias because, well, I have new people, so not quite an arrogance, you know, but that's okay. You can't always get what you want, you know. I'm just happy we've hit legendaries. I'm trying to get a Maul desperately, but hitting a Lynx is fun. We just have such a fucking meme account now that is like range units, low-cost marksman. That is all we know is low-cost marksman. The real nice thing is I could put Lynx in for our Gear Aid 3 and take out the Philippa fill we had that was not useful. So we now have a good suite of 4 units to our Gear Aid 3 with, which is nice. I could kind of showcase what Lynx's ult looks like in a second here. I can get somebody in range. The range is larger. It's funny, it's actually like, she's normally a 3 by whatever, so it actually does go larger than normal. So you can see when someone turns the corner, there it is. The AoE slow and whatnot. So yeah, it's like an interesting ult. But, you know, she's a Lego, so she has just good stats. And she's got good stuff, so hopefully this gets us over the hump. Doing a little bit of arena. Oh, my fucking Discord. My Discord? My OBS, it's just, what is it froze for? Why you freeze? It always... There we go. Okay. Doing a little bit of arena because I didn't run out of energy. I'm like, I still have a couple pots left, but I like was lower on energy, and I just kind of finished doing Lynx's promotions, and then I still have to do her levels. I was taking a little peek at when I finished a quest. I did a bunch of the bullshit quests where it's like, join Watcher of Realms Facebook, Discord, YouTube, you know, Twitter, all that sort of stuff. You don't even have to actually join them. You just have to click the button that opens up them in the tab. And once I did that, I just got more gems. So we could pull a couple more things. But I just noticed that I also had one that said get silver 2. And getting silver 2 got me a couple more gems. So I just was like, well, if I'm going to pull before I go eat dinner, may as well build up a minute reservoir to pull out of. So we're about to be in silver 2. Could probably push to like, I don't know, gold 1, because it's currently anti-air, and, you know, I have Calypso, Theowen, and Lynx, and it's just like, all I know is anti-air. So I'm winning every single anti-air match, because everything's dying like damn near instantly for me, and everyone else is having a struggle. But that'll come to a grinding halt when we get to the AoE arena section. I'm also like way higher BP than anyone else, but there's silver 2. Love to see it, because I just want to spend my points on, you know, buying more epic dust and epic shop stuff. But there's silver 2, so there's that. Now it just says silver 3, and these are the last challenges. Are just going to be nothing but stamina levels as I go through that. And I get a big chunk of points here in 2, so that'll be super, super nice to get all that to put in. But either way, I digress. The hour has rung over. I am purchasing what I purchased, which really at the moment is just that. And my Lynx is 5-star, promoted fully, but I obviously don't have levels because I gotta get more levels. So I gave her a couple pieces of gear, but I sold off all my blue and epic gear since we're leaving that land. And now I have a couple gems worth of stuff. So hopefully there's a mole hiding in these gems. But even if there's just a purple, that'd be nice. I could do 2 more. 2 more, maybe we get an epic. Purple. Purple. And Purple. No perp. Wagrack. Only sadness. Only sadness for Wagrack. Okay, I'm back after dinner and such. We're going to try to do Gear Aid 110 so I can get this on, you know, on the books. We're gonna send with the Lynx ult. I think the Lynx ult combo could be I didn't put Lynx on my team. All right, we're going back. We're going back again. I'm going to take Nissandei out. Now that she could burst the boss down, but she honestly costs too much. And I need to keep Livian in there. Just because I recommended class set up 2 mages. Well, fuck you, I don't have them. Because it, nope, that thought is gone. What was I even saying? Oh yeah, I want Livian in there on the off chance that I have to place a tank to when all the shields fall, basically. Kind of fucked that placement, but that's fine. It could be fucked. All right, so let's see how this ult smells. It did. I mean, they're taking basically no damage. What is even happening? So the little shitlings. These? What do they just take, like... those them? I mean, they're just taking, like, actually borderline 0 damage. Like this is some sort of meme hate crime. I guess I'll try to do the Wombo combo ult in a second here, but it's kind of like to what end? Ult there, and then ult with the Fox. Like, it did some damage. They're just taking nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. What am I supposed to do against such reckless hate? Holy shit. Yeah, I've got no idea. They're getting healed, I believe. No, that's Livian healing. I have no idea. This is going to be like such a huge combo ult right here. Freeze, and then boom. But like, nothing dies. Nothing takes damage. Nothing's anything here. Big Cahoon is dying. But it doesn't matter. You know? I don't think I'll even get my ults up before this wall breaks. Like, he's dead, and then what? They just walk right through. Yeah, no one takes any damage. I just have absolutely no fucking damage against these things. I need an AoE mage. I need a big, floppy-dicked AoE mage. Because nothing's taking any damage at all. What is over here? An achievement? Oh, thank you. Browse the shop for 2 minutes without making a purchase. Thank you. Glad I could be a window shopper. Yeah, I just need a big ass AoE mage to like take care of stuff because it is abysmal at the moment. Sounds like I forgot about this system entirely, but there's an assist unit system. Like, can I just take this guy's Anora and then use her? I can't unlock the auto battle, but does that unlock the Hero of Dominance power? If I just like take this dude's Anora and just use him? Is that how that works? Because if it is, that's comical. Like, is she just gonna... Oh, God. Yeah, she's just gonna rip through everything. Like... Well... Alright, I'm really curious if this actually gets me the Hero of Dominance power to just use this guy's Anora on the assist menu. I totally forgot that was a function. I wish I had an Anora. I'm curious if this unlocks the Hero of Dominance thing, because that's like definitely a way you could join a clan. Like, you can't cheese auto battles, but you could definitely just cheese base progression. Okay, I'll wait till they're all here, and then I'm going to freeze, and then ult with this guy's Anora, and everything's dead. What a world that would be. And Anora ult, and they're all dead. Okay, but that doesn't unlock the Hero of Dominance thing. That does unlock... I get drops for that. I'd have to manual every time. But do I... So I failed to unlock it because the assist was being used. Yeah, that I get. I get drops. Do I get the Dominance buff unlocked? I don't. Okay. So that's a way to cheese through one stage. But you can't really do that because you don't actually get like any of the progression points you'd want. It does work for this sort of shit. Like, it let me, you know, do that. But it doesn't actually work for real life occurrences. Did let me afford to purchase one more unit, which I did not get an epic for, but that's okay. All right, good meme. Anyway, I'm going to progress some other stuff, and I'll get back when we retry this maybe.